congratulations on the new album. It'll all make sense in the end. I'm a big fan. I would just like to know, what is the inspiration behind the album cover and the title?
The inspiration behind the album cover is just it's a younger version of myself that I'm talking to, and I'm just saying it'll all make sense in the end, obviously. Which it's just a message to say that let's all try and just live in the present a little bit more, because anticipating and looking ahead creates anxiety, and looking back, it throws up all kinds of it can throw up shame and guilt and things like that. So it's just sort of a message to just be here in the now. I realized when I started writing the songs for this record that was the kind of overarching thread of hope that I wanted to go through the record, because I was speaking about some of the darker stuff that I'd been through. We talk about suicide and lots of very real stuff on the album. I always want to make sure that the message is hope, and to just keep going and keep the faith. I
absolutely love that, because I gave it a listen and I did not skip a single track of your album, and the first track, especially Running Away, I sensed a deep sadness behind the lyrics. What inspired that particular track?
Well, that was genuinely just how I was feeling at the time. It captures a moment in time. I really was sort of self-sabotaging a little bit at that particular time. It was just a strange time in the world in general. Of course, like, it was right at the beginning of the pandemic. I was having some health issues, and it just didn't feel good at all. I decided to look inwards, and I tried to put it in the song.
In terms of your album, what do you hope for your listeners to discover within themselves when they give your album a listen?
I just hope that they find that positivity, that hope, and they remember to focus on the people that lift them up and make them feel good, and love them, and remember how important they are, and that is, and not to dwell on the negative stuff too much.
It definitely takes a lot of strength to pull yourself out from a really dark place. How did you discover that within yourself?
I was spiraling, and I didn't want to be back in that place, because I know that I have the tendency to go to a dark place in my mind. I suffer with depression and anxiety. They're things that I battle with every day. But I know that if I do the right things, that I can really fulfill my potential. And for the people around me that I love and care about, I decided that I needed to focus on those things rather than stay in that dark place, because that doesn't serve anyone.
Absolutely love that. And if you could go back in time and tell your younger self one thing, what would it be?
It'd be, it all makes sense in the end. No.
Yeah.
In essence, it would be that. It would be just to, because I was a really hyper ADHD kid. So my attention span has always been, I've fought. When I find something to focus on, my focus is like laser sharp, like my endurance. If I find a video game that I like, I can play it for 2 days straight. I've got this weird, my brain is wired in that way where, I struggle to find focus, but when I do, it's pretty sharp. But I'd just encourage the younger version of myself to try and find that stillness sooner than I have, I guess, because I made some mistakes that I look back on and regret and stuff. It would be basically the title of the album.
All right, I love that, because honestly, it inspires me as well to tap into my younger self, and I think a lot of us should do that as well. Moving on to the next question. If there's an artist you like to collaborate with in the future, who do you see yourself collaborating with?
It's a really hard question. This, whenever I get asked it, I'm always stumped, because there's so many artists that I would love to work with. But if I had to pick one that was top of the pile, it would probably be Eminem, I guess, because I've loved Eminem since I was a kid. I just think he's an amazing writer, or his ability to rhyme is just so impressive to me. And so I'd love to lend my voice to one of his hooks, or just one of those super stars within the hip hop world, like Jay-Z or Kanye West or J. Cole. Drake would be another one. I just love the idea of being part of one of their songs.
That's actually a solid list of artists that you picked out. Coming up next, we'd like to do a little game with you. So I'm pretty sure you've heard of Finish the Lyrics. It's very generic. So I would just basically say out a line of words, and you would have to finish it at the end and guess the artist and the songs. So the first line: my bad habits lead to wide eyes, stare into space.
I know what the song is. I don't know what the next lyrics are. Conversations with a stranger or something like that. It is. I know it's actually bad habits.
Okay. All right. Somewhere along the lines. You got it right. Somewhere along the lines. Okay. So the next one: unbreak the broken, unsay these spoken words.
Okay. Find hope in the hopeless. Hold me out of the pain.
I had to sneak in a song from yours.
I appreciate it.
So the next one, Go Easy on Me Baby, I'm Still a Child.
Didn't get the chance to. What's the next line? I forgot I don't know. I know it's Adele, isn't it? Easy
Yeah,
on.
it is. You feel the world around
Apparently,
you.
I don't listen to it very, very well.
That's okay. But you're guessing it right so far. Final song. You're going to make me better than I've ever been.
Oh, that's me again.
Yes.
It's You're My Medicine.
Yes. That's my favorite track, by the way. Absolutely love that track.
Thank you very much.
The borders are slowly opening up and, people are still starting up their world tour. Which country are you looking forward to the most to perform in? And can we expect a Malaysian show anytime soon?
Yeah, I hope so. It's very difficult to say just because of the state of travel, I get, the world at the minute. But yeah, I mean, I'm very much looking forward. I had such a good time last time I was in Malaysia, so I can't wait to come back. I really hope we get the chance to come to Malaysia in 22, but let's see. I would think within the next 18 months it would be possible. Where am I looking for? I've been saying it quite a lot recently because I've never been to Africa. I've never been to that part of the world. Yeah, it's the only sort of part of the world that I've never explored. So I'd love to go.
I'd like to know have you heard any Malay words before? Like, have you when you were back in Malaysia? Do you remember any Malaysian words?
I remember picking a few up, but it's been so long since I was there.
Okay.
My memory is like a sieve.
Okay, so let me refresh your memory. So we like to introduce a few Malay words based off the track names from your album. So the first one is melarikan diri.
Melarikan diri.
Oh, that's perfect. Yes, melarikan diri. So that means running away, the first track from your album. So the next one is tidak akan.
Tidak akan.
Lepaskan kamu.
Lepaskan kamu. Tidak akan lepaskan kamu.
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 Tidak akan lepaskan kamu.
Tidak akan lepaskan kamu.
Your pronunciation is on point. That is never let you go.
Never let you go. Yes.
Yes. Tidak akan melepaskan
I
kamu.
could move over there. I could just move to Malaysia and just be.
Yeah, you could just settle down here, Thank you so much for having us, for your time. And yeah, all big things ahead for you, James. And personally, to me, you've inspired me with your music and really helped me through dark times. I absolutely admire how grounded and humble you are. Really, thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you for your time, Sangeeta. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Have a lovely day, yeah?
Thank you. See you soon.